Hey guys, so this is another update video. This time is for Abigail, and I decided to do the update video sooner than when I'm usually doing it. Because the thing is that tomorrow I'm going to go on vacation, for a long vacation, so I don't think I'll be able to do this video while I'm having vacations. But don't worry, I'll make a few more videos and I'll release them a little later, and of course we're going to do this one. So there are some things that I do need to mention about Abigail, as I have been testing her a lot lately, trust me. I'm loving this hero so much that I'm playing the game over and over and over, but not so much in PvP, but more in PvE, because it's so much fun playing with her. It's incredible, and we're gonna talk about later about the Infinite team, how to actually pass the dreaded Damon level. So stay tuned about that. But I do need to clear some things first. The thing is that I said that Abigail over here replaced Cynthia, because she also gives the 54% buff. However, if you're fighting a boss that dispels the buffs of all your heroes, in that situation Cynthia is better in that situation in giving buffs. Because the thing is that when you do Intruder boss, when this boss goes off, it's gonna dispel all the buffs on your team. So when it happens, if you only have Abigail, you're gonna lose that buff, and you actually need to activate 3 blasters to get the buff again, and that's gonna create a gap of how long you're actually gonna get that buff for 54%. So for example, if I use Abigail in a blue team instead of Cynthia, I'm gonna produce like 13 million in points. However, if I use Cynthia, I'm gonna be producing 17-18 million, so the difference is real. However, if you're fighting a boss that doesn't dispel, like pretty much almost all the bosses in campaign and in Darkmoor as well, they do not dispel. So in that context, Abigail is a replacement for Cynthia. But if you're fighting a Valor boss, if you're fighting Intruder boss, yeah, Cynthia is a better buffer than her. And another thing, Wanda. I'm sad for Wanda, because I've tried to actually make a case to actually make her stay, but Abigail, she is just too good. She is truly a full replacement to Wanda, straight off the bat. And I'm gonna show you a fight now that pretty much proves it to me, even at +3. Because the thing is that the problem with Wanda is that she hits 12 times. By hitting so many times, there's gonna be a problem. Because if you use Wanda against Thor is just gonna create a shield between those 12 hits. If you're using Wanda versus Luna, she will counter and she will kill Luna, most likely. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem. But with Abigail, since she's only does one hit, she's a one-hit hero, she doesn't have that problem. She can hit Thor, do all the damage, and he'll feel it. And Luna as well, she's not gonna counter as much. So I'm gonna show you a fight now of a guildie of mine that he actually used Abigail with Volos, and the ending may surprise you. So check it out.
Fight for our future. traitors! For the sake of Antia! Eureka! I will protect you with my life! No water for traitors! Eureka! Fight for our future. No water for traitors. For the sake of Antia. Eureka!
Destroy.
No water for traitors. Eureka! Eureka!
Destroy.
Fight for our future. No water for traitors. For the sake of Antia, I will protect you with my life. No water for traitors. Eureka! Hocus pocus. For the sake of Antia. Fight for our future. No water for traitors. Hocus pocus. Eureka! Fight for our future. No water for traitors. Eureka! No water for traitors. Hocus pocus. Fight for our future. No water for traitors. Eureka! No water for traitors. Fight for our future. Eureka! Hocus pocus. Fight for our future. Eureka! Hocus pocus. Fight for our future. Eureka!
So yeah, that was a pretty exciting fight. I really thought that he was gonna die, but simply because Abigail only did one hit at a time, she was able to pull off all that damage to kill Percival and also Luna. So that's really amazing. So that Abigail was +3, so she was healing, and Alia was healing, and she was doing, you know, every single thing that she does, and she's dispelling Percival's buff, and also the buff for Luna, because she also gets the 30% dodge. So very, very powerful attack hero. I haven't seen anybody use Abigail on defense, but for what I've seen, she does fill the role for a dispeller on the left side, as I spoke on my defense video. So if you need an extra dispeller and you have a strong Abigail, remember to put a hero on defense, that hero has to be strong. You have to put him shield weapons and a bunch of stuff, but you are able to put her on the left side. She goes off, she's going to dispel the enemy, specifically if it's versus Isadora and enemies like that, and Thor comes in and yeah, wrecks everybody. So yeah, she can be a dispeller on defense if you have her strong and with weapons. So another thing is that I've been hearing some players saying that I got the score for Valor Boss. I think I almost got 30 million. And I'm going to show you now. This is the score that I actually got with the Aurelia team, the Infinite Aurelia team. So yeah, they said that my that my Abigail is not +0. That for some reason I'm always +5 in heroes. So Abigail is still +0. She's still +0. And today is Wednesday, the 18th of April, if I'm not mistaken. Tomorrow we will be getting Mildred. So yeah, that will give you the exact time that is. So I still have her +0, and in this situation, as I said on the past video, I was able to reach the full campaign 50-10. Incredible. And I was using Abigail at +0. It's amazing. So if I'm able to use Abigail at +0, because if you can see, this is the power of my team, is its difference is 80 on pretty much 80k power and difference, and I was able to do it. It does take a very long time since this is the Infinite team. However, I was going to show this fight, but I did remember that a lot of people are having problems with 4610 with Damon here, so we are going to try using the Infinite team versus this guy. So remember that when you're doing the Infinite team, you have to make sure that your whole team, as much as possible, has mana weapons all the time, 24/7. Because with the Infinite team, mana is king. But in this situation, I need to Abigail to survive because she is +0. So I'm going to give her this Alia staff here, and I'm going to switch weapons here. So if you do have Abigail at +0, she can do the job. However, you do have to give her a shield weapon because, you know, even though that she is amazing and all that, she is a +0 hero. So she does need extra protection. So anyhow, as I said before, you are able to use this guy. Give me a second here. Where are you? This guy over here. Because the main thing is that you have to have 2 resetters in the board that are that are different colors. Because if you choose 2 green, like with Mallory here, where are you, Mallory? There could be the situation in which Hightower actually eliminates all greens. And when it resets, there's going to be the possibility that Mallory will not get extra mana. So if you're going to do it with Mallory, I recommend to do it with this guy over here, like this. So he clears the reds, and there's more probability for you to have green, so she can fill up with mana. However, in my case, I do prefer to do it like this, because Hightower is a fast hero. And my Alden is +5, so he's going to have extra mana there. But even if he's not +5, you're able to give him the sack weapons, this weapon over here, Twilight, because it will give him 50% mana gain. So that is monumental. You have to have mana weapons on these heroes all the time. And I'm going to show you how I actually use this team, so you can actually get as much connections as possible. Let's go. Alright, so this is the last tutorial I'm going to do for the Infinite team, and this is an excellent start. By the way, I didn't start with any stone weapons, any energy weapons, because with the Infinite team, I need everybody to have as much mana gain as possible, because the start is not going to matter when you're doing like 50, a bunch of turns playing with this team. So, another thing about this boss is that I've noticed that more turns, like this turns here passes, more damage he does. So the best thing to actually beat him and him not annihilate you is to actually kill him as least turns as possible, so you can actually survive. And he does have this problem that he's gonna have 100% crit chance. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem, but remember, shields is the king of protection in this game. So we're going to do infinite team many times, and that's going to stack the yellow dragon here, which is going to give you a bunch of shields, and shields will cut damage by 50% even if it crits. So let's without further ado, let's start here. So by the way, this stone over here, this one, that's called a blaster. We have to get our terms straight. This is a blaster. The other one that activates for forward is a charger. So for now on, I'm going to use those terms when explaining all this. So in this situation, I'm going to actually wait a little longer to see if I can fill up these guys here. Alright, I'm going to activate the top one. There we go, excellent. So we could get Alden, possibly. Let's keep here. Alright, we're not going to get red, so let's start doing here. Hopefully we can get a good connection, and yes! So the times that you're going to activate High Tower is in two situations. One, if the stones here are all going to connect anyway, it doesn't matter if he actually goes off or not. So by mistake I activated. So we're gonna have to continue like this. But it's not bad. Now everybody's activated here. So, and as I was saying, High Tower, we're only gonna activate. Let me activate this guy's first so I can explain it. So this time I'm not gonna touch, so nothing activates. So see here, the blaster here will activate without mattering what exactly is going to activate with High Tower. So in this situation, you're going to activate High Tower, and here we go. Look at all those activate. That's amazing. So he filled up again. So we're going to do it again. So you'll also have to keep in mind let's see here. If I activate High Tower, it's not going to activate the blaster on the top here, top left. So in this case, I'm going to choose Alden to actually make those connections. There we go. Very nice. So now we're going to activate these. Let's see if we can get a connection here. And we always remember to activate the dragon, because these shields are going to be super important. See, very nice. So this is going to activate, doesn't matter if I activate High Tower. So that's another good connection here. There we go. Very nice. So the other time in which you're not going to activate High Tower is pretty much when he's not going to activate. But in this situation, I was going to activate Alden anyway, because Alden is like the fail-proof for the team. So if High Tower is not able to connect on his own, he's going to make sure that it does connect, so we continue doing the team. So we're still in turn 7. And by the way, don't worry about this little skull at the top. If you continue connecting over and over again, it's sooner or later it's gonna activate on himself. So don't worry about it. And once it does connect, this guy's not gonna gain any mana. Right now he's not getting any mana anyway. But if it connects, it's gonna give you an extra turn per se. So we have no choice but to activate High Tower here. Nice. So in this case, Alden as well. So when activating with High Tower, you have to keep an eye on the green stones here. So if one of these green stones disappear and it's gonna create an activation, then you have to use High Tower in that situation. But here we're gonna activate Alden because we're not getting a connection anyway. And you know, High Tower is not really there. Here we go. It goes just. There we go. That's really nice, actually. So let's see if we can actually connect this. Alright. I like to have these stones connect. So I don't see High Tower connecting with the blaster. So we're going to choose Alden this time. And nice. Very nice. Let's see, and again with Alden. because it's not really connecting, or actually, there we go. See? There we go. Here we go with the skull. Boom! He loses all that protection, and he's not able, can attack, can gain mana, and all that. Very cool. So from this point on, I'm going to fight the fight until he's very low in life, so I can show you. So you don't have to wait for an eternity. So, see you in a second. Guys, I decided to use Dragon Masters, because the thing is that with this buffs here, you're actually able to make him receive so much more damage than he used to receive before. Here, so I'm gonna use Salden here. Check this out. So look at the stone damage, just crit, pure critting. So if you ever want to actually use Dragon Masters, this is the time to use it. Versus bosses that are so powerful and problematic, you have to use these Dragon Masters. Especially with the Infinite team, because you'll be able to do so many turns in a row. And in that same turn, you will be able to keep that buff from the Dragon Master the entire time. If you're able to last 2 turns with the buff, you're going to do amazing amounts of damage, and it will help you defeat all that. We are doing it, guys. We are doing it. Wow, super close here. Let's see if we can make it happen right now. And there we go. Yes, 17 turns and 3 stars. I don't think I had it in 3 stars before. Very cool, guys. So if I'm able to do it at this level, which is 4610, which is nightmare level, you're able to do it at let's see, at 4010, and also on 3410. Whichever level you are for Damon, you can try this team. Oh, nice. To actually finally defeat that guy. And you're able to do it in every single other level, but you have to be careful which of these, because this one is pretty tricky with Mildred. Yeah, you may need to use another team there. Yeah, Mildred is a problem. So anyhow, that's how you actually use the Infinite team in campaign. And you are able to actually use the Infinite team also on PvP, but you are going to need Alia and Fiona to pull it off, and it's probably just better to use your blue team to actually finish those guys off. It really depends versus which team, really. So anyhow, I'm still recommending to get Abigail +0, because as you can see, I have her +0, and she is amazing. She really is amazing. It's incredible. However, since we are going to get Mildred tomorrow, recommendations on that, if you don't have Mildred, or the main thing is, try to get Mildred at +1, because at +1 she is super functional, incredible defense hero for your teams. Incredible hero at +1. So once you actually have Mildred at +1, get Abigail at +0 if you don't already have her, because at +0 she does amazing work. You can actually do that. Try to get Abigail at +0 and then Mildred +1, and vice versa. In my situation, I have Mildred at +4, so I am going to try to +5 her. But if you have her less than this, like at +2, that's fine. She's incredibly functional at +2 and +1. She's amazing at +1. So that's my recommendation for summon. Trying to get Abigail at +0 and getting Mildred at +1 there. So that's my 2 cents there. So again, I recommend Abigail 100%. I've never really seen such a functional hero at +0, and I actually really like how the devs did it this time, because this time around they made a hero that pretty much it's ready. The hero is ready. It's complete at +0. So the mentality that I think they did this time is, hey, get this hero at +0. It's completely functional, but if you want it with the abilities that the hero already has, you can awaken her doing these to make her her own ability that she already has more powerful. So I love that. It's not like oh, I have to +5 her for her to be able to dispel, oh, like they've done before. No, this time it's the entire package right off the bat at +0, and she is amazing with the Infinite team. So that's why I'm showing the Infinite team so much, because that's such a powerful team to be able for you to actually go up in the ranks in campaign, and to be able to get the mats for Darkmoor over here with the Infinite team is priceless. And I say it again, it's priceless, because getting these mats will help you get so much stronger in the game. I'm not even kidding. I was like at 695 in power, and when I actually finished all this, I raised up to like 715 or 720, I don't remember anyway. So yeah, getting those mats for free with the Infinite team is amazing. So I highly recommend getting her at +0 at least. That's amazing to say. It's so good to say it. All right, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.